Okay, and this is Police Quest 4, released by Sierra in 1993, and I just thought I'd do a little playthrough here because it's an excellent game. Another one I played quite a bit when I was a youngster. This one is by far the grittiest in the whole series. This one you actually play LAPD homicide detective John Carey, and he's got a high IQ and is actually a member of Mensa. That's not me, by the way. That's the character, not me. So we are going to play a new game here. And this is how it begins.
Sam, do you have a preliminary finding on Hickman's cause of death?
It's hard to say, John. There are no evident bullet wounds. There are cervical contusions, possibly asphyxiation. There's no unusual sputum, so it's difficult to think poisoning, but I'm not ruling anything out. Whoever did this was definitely non-compos mentis. By the way, notice that the index finger on the right hand is missing.
What else can you tell me, Sam?
Until we autopsy, we won't know much more. To make any further comments would be pure conjecture on my part.
Yeah, the voice acting is pretty interesting in this one. Not bad, but interesting. Okay, let's see here. Gotta get the old homicide kit out.
It's your homicide kit.
See what I mean? Man, what a prick, eh? Talk to me like that. Oh yeah, and the MIDI for this game was actually General MIDI compatible, so Roland MT32 support for Police Quest 2 and 3, but this one, you actually had General MIDI. So I actually emailed the composer for this game, Neil Grandstaff, and he actually told me the Roland SC55 sound canvas was actually what was made for this score was made on for this game. So I don't have one. So what I'm doing is I'm using the Yamaha, what is it, the YXG 2006 LE, which I think sounds pretty good on this game. There is an emulator for the sound canvas, but I just don't have it on my computer here.
The tortured and tormented body of Bob Hickman, LAPD, lies lifeless among the alley debris. An obvious case of felonious homicide.
Felonious homicide, you got that right.
Detective, this cigarette could be evidence.
Yeah, it could be.
Noting that a cigarette lay near the body could prove important later. Recording information at the crime scene ensures accurate reports later. Graffiti is often left behind by gangs. Recording the symbol could prove useful.
Okay, time to interview these guys over here that look, I think the one's drunk.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. Would you mind answering a question or two?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. Yeah, I'll answer you.
Sir, did you see any unusual activity or unfamiliar cars in the neighborhood?
I hear shots. Fast. Like pop, 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 pop.
Pop, 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 pop.
What time might you have heard these shots, sir?
It pop, 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 pop. And I just hear the shots. I was scared.
Any other information you could give me, sir?
Pop, pop, pop. I know this sound. It's killing the children.
Okay, well, pop, pop, pop. That's what we have from this guy. I mean, that is somewhat helpful.
What is your name, sir?
Jack. To Jack.
Pop, pop, pop.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey with the LAPD. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Ain't seen nothing, man. Just chilling. Some law about living?
I'm Detective Carey, Major Crimes, Homicide, LAPD. I'd like to ask you a question or two.
Whatever, man. I'm just hanging.
Let's start with your name. What is it, and do you live in the neighborhood, or are you just visiting?
Man, this be my hood. I be Raymond Jones III.
Well, Raymond, if this is your neighborhood, then you must know what goes on around here. What happened here tonight? You see anything unusual? Maybe a different car, or some folks from another neighborhood?
Ain't seen nor heard nothing. And just out for some fresh L.A. air.
So, Mr. Jones, what you're telling me is you don't have anything to tell me. Is that correct?
That's straight up. Ain't seen nothing, done nothing, know nothing.
Seen nothing, done nothing, know nothing. Okay. Sounds a lot like me.
The young man's interest appears a bit suspicious. Always record your gut feelings. Sometimes this job is pure instincts. Detective, this information is already recorded.
Okay, settle down now. My apologies. Better check the dumpster here. Oh my God.
The body of a young boy lies
Yeah, see
strewn
what I
in the
mean? This
dumpster.
is pretty graphic for 1993. It's even graphic by today's standards.
Recording information at the crime scene ensures accurate reports later.
So, I mean, to accomplish this was full motion video, so they had to actually, I guess, take a little boy and lay him on some fake garbage and put some fake bullet holes in him with some blood and then make it look like he was actually killed. I mean, it does look pretty realistic, you know.
John, have you found something?
Officer Woodbury, when we're finished here, I want the neighborhood canvassed to see if anyone's missing a child, but has not reported it yet.
Yes, sir.
Officer Woodbury, I'm taking over as lead investigator.
Yes, sir, Detective Carey. I have my crime scene log for you.
Sam, we're gonna need another ambulance. There's a body of a young boy in the dumpster.
We'll get another car here, John.
He's just a child, Sam. What's happening on our streets?
It's a sad state of affairs, John. It's situations like this, a child victimized by violence, that makes it tough to do this job.
It looks like it's gonna be a busy night for you, Chester.
Unfortunately, our streets are being taken over by violence. Innocent people being killed. It's uncivilized, sir.
Yeah, it's uncivilized and it's sick, really.
Chester, take over on the evidence.
Yes, Detective. Whenever you're ready, fellas, I'm finished.
John, we can handle it from here. Stop by tomorrow for the autopsy. We'll know more then.
And we have the Parker Center at former LAPD headquarters, which is now torn down.
Gary Hickman's death isn't just your personal tragedy. It's a tragedy for the entire force. We've lost a friend, a father, and one damn good cop. As you know, you've been assigned the lead investigator on this case, and I'm going to be looking to you for answers. I'm going to ask you to put aside your personal feelings and deal with this investigation in a professional manner. If you don't think you're up to it, I want to know now. Neither you, the public, nor the department can withstand not knowing the truth. I want you to comb that neighborhood. I want every rock turned over and every person interviewed. Remember, Hickman was not the only fatality tonight. The family of that boy is grieving also.
Yes, sir.
For your information, the boy has been identified as Bobby Washington. As for Hickman, I think there is something you should know. Maybe you already do. But here it is straight. Hickman's lieutenant, Jim Varaz, informed me that Hickman was having trouble with stress, trouble at home. Varaz told me that Hickman had been in a fragile mindset, that working undercover was getting to him. You know, the violence of the streets can get to anyone. Now, I'm not knocking Hickman. I just want you to know how the department viewed his current capacity. Okay, Carey, you know what you need to do. Go out there and do it. Find who killed Hickman. Find who killed the Washington youth. Any questions?
No, Lieutenant.
All right, then. Get to work. And, Carey, when you see Catherine, please extend my deepest sympathies.
Ooh, LAPD homicide.
Too bad about Hickman, Junior. Guess this hit you pretty hard, huh? Well, hell, don't let it. Damn scumbags out there. They're just goddamn lucky I'm a desk jockey. If I was on the street, I'd whip their collective disrespectful butts. You know, Junior, this case is gonna generate a lot of paperwork, a lot of calling. You're just goddamn lucky you got me as your partner in this one. Damn lucky.
Oh, yeah, he's, definitely, a character.
Hal, do you always have to be so obnoxious?
Hell, Junior, I'm on my third wife. Been 25 years on the force, seen things no man should have to. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess you're right, Hal.
Yeah, better just to agree with everything he says.
Hal, the lieutenant was pretty direct about the paperwork on this case.
Hell, Junior, I already got our murder book set up. I might be afflicted with this damn diabetes, but I ain't lame. You just make sure you do your part. You're the one needing to write up the damn reports. I just gotta file them.
Yeah.
Hal, have you heard from the coroner's office?
Yeah, like you're their first priority, Junior. They're probably still in the kitchen. Besides that Nobles, he's the kind that likes you to come to him. Like we ain't got enough to do than go down to that garbage disposal.
Holy, eh?
It's your very own desk.
Oh, a detective with his own desk. Imagine that.
You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer.
Oh. Yeah, I better write up these reports here.
You write up a 3.14 documenting the incidents relating to the alley.
Yep. Oh, better read that memo. What do we got here?
Alley crime scene.
Oh. Okay, qualification schedule here. Gotta make sure that our sights are lined up.
Everybody's got to qualify, Junior. What's the problem?
Wrong paper. There we go.
Hal, here's the Hickman crime scene log. It was prepared by Officer Woodbury from the 77th.
You're damn lucky you got me taking care of this book, Junior. Damn lucky.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
Okay.
The photograph taken of you and Hickman at the lake, the time you caught the big one.
And we're going to check out Rude Boys Get Bail because that's what that graffiti tag was from the alleyway last night, this morning, whatever. Uh-huh. Rude Boys Get Bail. All right, time to get out of here.
You call the elevator.
Yeah, so all these pictures were taken in Parker Center, which is pretty cool. Kind of sad to know this building's gone now, but, you know.
You select the lobby as your destination.
As they say, what goes up must come down. Dare to keep kids off drugs.
Last night, the LAPD was shaken to its roots as Officer Robert Hickman, Police Officer of the Year 1992, was found brutally slain in a South Central neighborhood. Heading up the Hickman investigation is veteran homicide detective John Carey. Carey is best known for solving the murder of Lane Blair, the stunning actress featured in many of the action-adventure Straight Shots movies. Detective Carey has been unavailable for comment, and all requests for a formal statement from the department have been denied. However, we have been told by an unofficial source that the department is looking at this as a gang killing. As the investigation continues... Oh, wait, here comes Detective Carey now. Detective Carey, over here. Christy Bilden with KKAT. Detective Carey!
I have nothing to say to you, Miss Bilden.
Detective Carey, would you care to make a statement concerning the murder of Officer Hickman?
Now, you would never get away with something like this today, but in this game, the only way to get past this woman is to
Could you comment on the
physically
speculation
move
that
her
this is a
aside.
gang-related murder? What do you think you're doing? Hey!
But this was 1993.
The physical abuse I have just experienced at the hands of Detective Carey is consistent with the treatment I've received from this entire department in trying to report this story. As a reporter and citizen of this city, I fear for our First Amendment rights. I'm Christy Bilden, reporting for KKAT.
Okay, now we're off to the morgue. And it is the actual LA County morgue. It hasn't changed much today. If you look it up, they changed the font right here and over here, but it looks pretty much identical.
Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Carey.
Hello, Sherry. I'd like to see Deputy Nobles. Is he available?
Show me your badge.
Oh, yes, I'll show you my badge.
You can go on in, Detective Carey.
It's Sherry Moore, the girl everyone adores.
Detective Carey, you're a flirt. Detective Carey, you're getting fresh. Detective Carey, if I didn't know better, I'd think you were harassing me. Sexually, that is. Detective Carey, if you don't stop, I'm going to scream. Help! Detective Carey has roving hands. Help!
Hello, Detective Carey.
Oh, this guy's always got some great jokes.
You like my jokes?
I don't know.
Well, that's okay, because I got 1,000,000 of them. Go right in, Detective.
You pick up Hickman's personal belongings envelope. You pick up Bobby Washington's personal belongings envelope.
Hello, John.
Fully loaded, approximately 41 ounces.
41 ounces.
Holster your weapon. There's been enough violence. There's enough carnage in this place. Holster your gun immediately. This is not a silhouette target found at the range.
Hello, Sam. I'd like to ask you a few questions, Sam. You got a minute?
You bet, John. Fire away.
Sam, what can you tell me about the youth?
Exactly what would you like to know, John?
Well, let's start with how he died.
The boy's identification?
Or his ID.
Confirmed, and if so, by whom?
The Lucky Mini Mart owner confirmed the body as Bobby Washington, a local neighborhood boy.
Has the boy's family been notified?
Yes, and as I am sure you can imagine, the mother is near hysterics. Her name is Bernadette Washington, and she lives around the corner from the alley. The poor woman is so upset she can't yet bring herself to come down and claim the body, or the few small trinkets we found on the boy.
Sam, do you have a preliminary on the boy's cause of death?
I counted 17 points of entry, John. The boy was mowed down, execution style. Cause of death? Gang violence, if you want a personal opinion. Professional opinion, the youth was killed by gunshot wounds to the head and body.
Has the boy's autopsy been performed yet?
Yes, it was, John. I was able to pull 3 slugs out of the body. They look like 9mm. I've sent them over to SID for a ballistics check. The body is in cold storage, waiting for the family.
Sam, what can you tell me about Bob?
Why don't you begin at the beginning and begin by asking me the specifics? That way I won't miss any topic you might want to explore.
Sam, have you completed Hickman's autopsy? What are your preliminary findings?
The autopsy is complete. Beyond the surface evidence, I found a ruptured gastrointestinal tract. Fluids were sampled, and I'm having toxicology tests run, including all known poisons.
What is it you're trying to say?
Oh, boy.
Sam, will you go over the physical marks found on the body?
Yes. There are 2 injection marks on the upper left arm, the burn marks to the face and upper torso, the epoxied eyes, the missing index finger, and then there are restraint marks. The restraint marks appear where you would most expect to find them, on the ankles and the wrists. At these points, I found fibrous material, all very consistent with what you would expect to find at a torture scene.
Sam, will you go over the physical marks found on the body?
Yes. There are 2 injection marks on the upper left arm, the burn marks to the face and upper torso, the epoxied eyes, the missing index finger, and then there are restraint marks. The restraint marks appear where you would most expect to find them, on the ankles and the wrists. At these points, I found fibrous material, all very consistent with what you would expect to find at a torture scene.
Okay.
Sam, what can you tell me about the body lividity?
Lividity appears 2 places on the body, first and most notably on the buttocks. This would indicate to me that Hickman died while sitting and then was left in that position for a period of time. Or, once killed, he was moved to a sitting position and then left for a time. The second area of lividity appears on the upper back and shoulder area, and I believe resulted from the time the body spent in the alley.
Sam, do you have a preliminary back on the toxicology tests?
Not yet, John, but I believe we'll find that Hickman died of poison as opposed to, say, a heart attack. If Hickman was killed by poison, It could have been a slow and painful and quite obviously torturous death. There are also the burn marks on the face are a bit irregular, not perfectly round. This could be attributed to Hickman jerking or pulling away as his face and body were burned. All in all, a gruesome end.
What is it you're...
What about fibers or hairs, Sam? Were you able to find anything substantive?
Actually, John, I was able to lift fibers from the areas of restraint. I imagine these will turn out to be rope of some kind. Of course, the body was covered in alley debris, so it is difficult to determine what extraneous materials will actually pertain to the killer or killers.
Well, I guess that's about it for now. Now we have to go pay our respects to Bob's wife.
See ya, Detective.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
You gotta love that dark humor.
It feels cold. It's the front entrance to the LA County's corner office. Yep, it's your car trunk. It's your wheels.
Yeah, a 1993 Ford Thunderbird. All right, so we're going to Hickman's house now.
Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell. What a cute kid Valerie is.
Hi, Valerie. How are you doing?
Hi, Uncle John. You want to come in? Mom, Uncle John's here.
May as well take a seat. Take a seat.
Hi, John. Thanks for coming over.
How are you, Catherine?
I don't know. I can't believe this has happened. It's like a nightmare. I keep hoping I'll wake up and Bob will be alive.
Catherine, these are Bob's personal effects. They were released by the deputy coroner.
Thank you, John. Is his wedding band included?
I didn't open it, Catherine. I don't know.
John, this was Bob's Kevlar vest. I'd like you to have it. Maybe it will keep you safe.
Thank you, Catherine. That's a nice dress you're wearing, Valerie.
Thanks, Uncle John. It's okay.
Catherine, I've been assigned lead investigator on this case. I need to ask you some questions. Are you feeling up to it?
I suppose so, John. I just can't believe this is happening. I don't know what to do.
Catherine, the department is aware of the fact that Bob was taking...
John, how could you say that about Bob? I'm sorry, I can't talk about this right now.
Well, I didn't mean to upset her, but she's obviously...
You're not supposed to open that.
Obviously, she's in a very upset state with the death of her husband, so it's perfectly understandable.
Valerie, do you understand what's happened?
I think so. Mommy says Daddy's in heaven and he's not coming home anymore.
You know, Val, that you always have your Uncle John if you need anything, right? Valerie, can you remember anything that happened the night your dad went out and didn't come home?
Well, my Mommy and Daddy were fighting about his work coming home.
Was your dad bringing a lot of work home, Val?
I don't know. He always kept it in the closet.
Okay, so now I can search the closet.
Reaching into the pocket, you discover a prescription bottle.
Bye, Uncle John.
Okay, now it's time to go do some target practice here. Okay, here we go. I'll try my best here.
You turn the knob and open the door, Detective.
Howdy, partner. You're here mighty early. Ain't scheduled to qualify till Wednesday. Plan on a little practice shooting today?
You fill the form out according to department specifications.
Filled out and ready to go, Bert.
Thank you, partner. Thank you, partner.
You pick up the headgear.
Officers, take your field positions, please. Officers, headgear on.
Okay, I'm going to try to go for a perfect score here, but it's tricky, especially when we get to phase 6.
Firearms to low ready.
Get the old Beretta 92F out, one of the best handguns ever made.
No need to reload.
Okay.
Phase 1. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 2. Phase 2. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 3. Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 3. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 4.
Oh, phase 4.
Phase 4. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention.
Attention.
Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 5. Officers, reload.
I shot Buddy, the one guy in the mouth there.
You load your Beretta.
Wasn't very considerate.
Phase 5. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Phase 6.
All right.
Ready on the right.
This is the tough one.
Ready on the left. Attention.
You actually got to aim to the left.
Holster all firearms.
Okay, there we go. We managed to get a perfect score. believe that was a perfect score. We'll see what Bert has to say.
That there was some shooting, cowboy.
Well, I'm glad you approve.
Thank you, partner.
All right. Now we're going to go to South Central LA to interview some people and to drop off Bobby Washington's personal belongings to his mother.
Your badge is a symbol of your commitment and your identification.
I'm a police officer. My name is Detective Carey. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Lysandra.
Do you know your last name?
Uh-huh. Washington.
Can you tell me where you live?
I don't know. I live down the street.
How are you today? Taking your doll out for a walk?
Me and my dolly are having a tea party.
So it's tea time.
We don't have real tea and cookies. We're pretending.
Hello, Lysandra.
Hi. I'm pretending I'm a mommy.
Okay.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD homicide. May I have a moment of your time?
Yes, Detective, what is it?
Mrs. Washington, these are the items found on Bobby's person the night he was killed. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mrs. Washington, I have reason to believe that a young man by the name of Ragtop Spiff might be involved with your son's murder. Does his name sound familiar?
That would be Raymond Jones. Anyone would hurt my child, it would be him. He's always showing off some gun and bragging about big money.
Mrs. Washington, if there's anything the department or I can do, please call.
There's nothing anybody can do. Nobody can bring my son home.
Mrs. Washington, can you tell me when you last saw Bobby? Was he with friends? Did he tell you where he was going?
He was heading out to play ball. He loved baseball. He always told me he was going to make me proud. He was going to be in the major leagues. He was a good boy, Detective. Never caused me any trouble. He was the man around this house. He was my little man.
Mrs. Washington, what time of day did you last see Bobby?
He left the house after dinner, maybe around 6:30. Headed over to the field to play ball. He was always over there practicing his pitching.
Mrs. Washington, what can you tell me about gang activity in your neighborhood?
I don't want to end up dead like my son, Detective. I've got a little girl who needs me. If you want to find out about the gangs around here, why don't you ask around to some of the young men? Not all our boys want to be part of a gang. Maybe one of them will talk to you.
Mrs. Washington, is there anything the department can do for you?
You can find who killed my son. You can make these streets safe for the children.
That's a pretty tall order, but I can understand why you'd want that. Oh, there's Ragtop Spiff himself. Buddy looks like he could use some change here.
God bless you. You're very kind. You know, that kid, he was gonna be a ball player, man. The big leagues, he was.
Stop. This guy has been drinking. Drugs and alcohol don't mix.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. I saw you last night in the alley.
Got some spare change a fella can have?
I just gave him pretty much all the change I had.
The man asked for change, not paper.
Okay.
Even the smallest detail can have meaning.
I'm Detective Carey with the LAPD.
Everybody know who you are. You big cop. Bring big trouble.
Big cop.
Detective Carey, would you care to make a comment on Officer Hickman's murder?
No comment.
What are you doing? Hey! Not too smart, big policeman. You push go on TV.
Oh, it wasn't like that. You see, she...
Yeah, you say for others. I see TV. I see you in neighborhood last night. You not come but for a dead cop.
Oh.
Can you tell me your name and what your position is here?
I owner of Lucky Mini Mart. I work hard for my store. My name is Kimchi.
Fresh fruit is a rarity in these small convenience stores.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Okay, you ask.
You said you saw me last night. Did you happen to see anything else? Anything out of the ordinary, such as different people or cars in the neighborhood?
I already told police all I know.
Well, if you think of anything, I'd appreciate hearing from you. Just call me at Parker Center. Ask for Robbery Homicide, Detective Carey. By the way, Miss Chi, did you know Bobby Washington?
He was good boy. Always helped me for free. He good boy. He try and stay away from gangs. No trouble. Bobby, good boy.
Is there anything else you could tell me about Bobby, Miss Chi?
What to tell? Boy's either good or bad. Good boy.
I was wondering if you'd remembered anything more about last night's events?
I run business. No time to run around and do your job too. You want to buy something?
Sorry.
You smart. You know a good buy when you see it. You shop here again.
Okay. The Rainbow Cafe.
Talk is, you're a cop. Cops are bad for my business. My advice to you, keep moving. You got earwax or something? You ain't listening? I don't want your business. You're making my customers jumpy. Like I told you, you're not welcome here. You know, small business people like me are important to this city. I'm gonna call City Hall or somebody if you don't back off. You're starting to piss me off, pal. I got a business to run, and you ain't good for it.
Alright, better just leave him alone.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD, homicide.
This character in particular was kind of controversial because the way he was instructed to speak and everything, this game was very controversial when it came out. Also because it was endorsed by Chief Daryl F and he also wrote the story. And this is right after the Rodney King riots, only 1 year after, so you gotta remember that too.
I'd like to ask you fellas a couple of questions.
You be the man. Ask away.
What's your name, young man?
Emo Jones.
Do you live in the neighborhood, Emo? You have an address, maybe a phone number?
Yeah, I live here. 162 South Florence. No phone.
Last night there was a double murder, a police officer and a neighborhood boy, Bobby Washington. Do you know anything that might help us solve what happened to them?
I be knowing nothing. That couple? What do you be doing down here anyway?
No phone. Remember, this was 1993. There were some people that didn't even have a house phone back then. I mean, most people did. Most people had a landline, but some didn't.
Did you know Bobby Washington?
Yeah, that little man was okay. He always be saying he gonna grow up and be the next Dave Stewart.
You a big baseball fan? I see you've got a baseball.
Yeah, baby. I like all them sports. This here ball, I find it. Find it in the field. What's lost is now mine.
If you can think of anything that might help us, why don't you give me a call down at Parker Center? Just ask for Robbery Homicide Detective Carey. You never know when I might be able to repay the favor.
I be hearing you, baby. Yo, I be fly today. Never know when I'm gonna know something that can help.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. Do you live around here, son?
Shit, I live with my grandma down on Hoover.
Son, what is your name?
Herbie Lewis.
Herbie, do you know anything that might help us solve last night's double murder?
Shit, no, man. I was with my granny. You ask her.
Can't think of anyone who might have wanted to see Bobby or the police officer hurt?
Shit, I just live around here, man. I don't know nothing.
Okay. Well, that does that.
The graffiti looks familiar. Maybe you ought to take a closer look, Detective. Recognizing the graffiti, you make a notation. Detective, notating the bullet's presence could be important.
Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a putty knife and we're going to scrape these slugs out of the wall here and put them in a little baggie and take them in for shelf storage.
You loosen the slug from the wall. You loosen the slug from the wall.
It's a little tedious.
You loosen the slug from the wall. 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 You loosen. You. Be more. You. Be more. You. Be more. You. This slug. more specific. Be more specific. Detective.
Alrighty then. Go back to Parker Center.
You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination. If you want to talk...
Hello, Detective. How can I help you?
Chester, I'd like you to take a look at this. See if you can match it to the glue found in Hickman's eyes. I purchased it in the neighborhood where Hickman was found. I know it's a long shot.
Hold on, Detective. I only need a sample.
Chester, I pulled these from a cinder block wall not far from the alley in the 77th Street area. I'd like ballistics run on them.
I'd like to comply, Detective. However, they need to be processed first. Take them to Teddy with the appropriate paperwork and I'll get right on it.
Chester, I found these at Hickman's. Apparently he was taking them regularly. Could he have overdosed on these things?
Detective, these are Valium, 5 milligrams. Hickman weighed, what would you say, 170 pounds? Hickman would have to have taken what's left in this bottle and coupled it with something else to have killed himself. No, these didn't have anything to do with his death.
Okay.
Detective, unless you need that analyzed, please remove it from my counter. I'm not a big fan of fruit.
Hello, Chester. What about fibers found on either of the bodies, Chester?
We're running the standard tests. Looks mostly like dirt from the alley. We'll know more a little later.
What have you been able to establish with the cigarette found in the alley, Chester?
We're in luck there, Detective. Upon testing the lipstick, we found traces of DNA. We're following through on that with additional testing. Find another cigarette with the same lipstick and maybe we'll have our killer.
Chester, have you processed Hickman's body fluids?
They're in the process, Detective. We don't have any results back yet.
Chester, have you begun ballistics testing on the slugs taken out of the Washington youth?
Yes, Detective. As a matter of fact, Hickman's service piece is on record. I'm running a match test. See you later, Detective Carey.
Okay.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator.
Yeah. Pretty interesting game. They definitely wanted to make it realistic.
You select the 3rd floor as your destination. You take a 3... There is no need to complete an additional...
Okay.
You call the elevator. You select the 4th floor as your destination.
Well, hello, Detective Carey. How are you, sir? Detective Carey, how would you like these handled?
I'd like a ballistics check run on them.
I'll write up the paperwork for the ballistics test. Then they'll be shelf-stored if you need them in the future for trial, sir. I'll have this filled out in a second, sir. Sir, is this related to a crime?
No.
Well, sir, then I can't process it.
No.
Detective, was this gun used in the commission of a crime?
No, Baker, it's my handgun. Thought you might be interested in the Beretta. I heard you carried a 5906 Smith & Wesson.
Well, obviously he's not that impressed. He didn't have anything to say about it.
Detective, is this clip crime-related?
Well, no. Not unless you think it's criminal how we police have to arm ourselves just to protect ourselves.
Oh, that was interesting.
Sir, you should keep this with you. You never know when the situation will arise that you need it. Sir, looks like this thing has been everywhere. Is it to be processed?
Nah, I just thought I'd show you the high-tech equipment the department issues us, that's all.
Glass jar. High-tech equipment. Oh, yeah.
Sir, was this flashlight used as a weapon in a crime? Do you need to book this item into property?
No, Teddy. Actually, it's my flashlight. What do you think of it? Pretty nice, huh?
Sir, this looks like an empty regulation evidence baggie. Is it related to a crime scene?
No, Teddy. It's straight from my evidence case.
Well, sir, then I can't process it. Sir, was this used in the commission of a crime? Possibly breaking and entering?
No, it's from my homicide kit. That thing gets so darn heavy toting it around everywhere.
No, it's from my homicide kit.
Sir, is there DNA or blood sampling needed from these?
No, I was wondering if you knew any secrets about putting them on. They're really tight, and it takes forever.
This is funnier than I thought it would be. I haven't actually done this before with this guy.
Sir, is there anything you can tell me about this chalk? Is it related to your investigation?
I just took it out of my homicide case and gave it to you. You're sharp, Teddy.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, jeez.
Detective, was this used in relation to a crime?
No, though it probably could if it fell into the wrong hands.
Gee, sir, this is your badge. But you're not giving it to me, are you?
No, Teddy. I just thought you might like to see what a detective's badge looks like up close.
Oh, boy. Holy smokes.
Sir, my position is paid for by the city, just like yours. But thank you anyway.
You're right, Teddy. Sometimes I get uncontrollable urges to share.
Controllable urges to share. I like that. Well, how about some petty change here?
Detective Carey, what's with these coins?
I thought maybe you'd like to see what a detective's salary is really like.
Detective, are these from a crime scene or used in the commission of a crime?
No, Baker, I found them at Hickman's house. I thought maybe they could be tested to see if they match in any way to Hickman's toxicology report.
If they're not crime-related, I can't help you. But what about Chester? She can process them.
Yeah, she could.
Sir, these look like keys to your car.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Sir, these look standard issue. Do they require booking?
They're mine, Teddy. I don't know what I was thinking.
This is pretty funny, actually.
Sir, this is your memorandum book. This doesn't require booking.
Actually, I thought you might like to see the amount of legwork and attention to detail it takes to be in homicide major crimes.
Oh my God, is this guy insufferable or what?
Detective, this looks like a picture of you and Hickman. I don't think it belongs in property, but it is a nice picture of you both.
Thanks, Teddy. Just thought I'd share that with you. I know you're quite a fisherman. That picture was taken the year I caught a 14-inch trout.
Sir, these are follow-up reports. I know the amount of paperwork we have to do is criminal, but I can't book these into property.
Yeah, I know, Teddy, but I thought you'd appreciate the humor.
All right, give him the shooting schedule here.
I see it's that time again. Good luck, sir. I heard your last month's score was a little low. Not that the fellows were talking about it or anything.
Ooh.
Yeah? Well, that was last month.
Yeah, now that I'm at the helm, we're going to get a fucking perfect score this time. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the third floor as your destination.
Hello, Robbery Homicide. This is Detective Carey. May I help you?
Yo, baby, what's up? Be emo. You be wanting a piece of the straight action, huh? I got the news for you. I know some straight up talk. Yo, baby, yo, you hear me talking?
Yes, Emo, I'm here. Are you telling me that you have information concerning last night's murders?
Straight up, baby. I'll be waiting by the field if you be interested.
Okay, all right, this is good. got a bunch of saves in here. I was going to say, better save it before I get blown away. We'll just save it as emo.
You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination.
This track is actually from Leisure Suit Larry 6, Shape Up or Slip Out. And just because I can, I think I'm going to take some change here and grab myself a candy bar from this vending machine over here.
You drop 65 cents into the slot. Getting candy out of a machine is a little like winning a prize. A disgusting mess today. Cigarette butts and candy wrappers.
Okay, better save it again just because I don't want to have to go through all that again. So there we go, and now we're going to South Central. Oh, uh-oh. Better put that Kevlar vest on.
Thanks. That should provide some protection.
You gotta be quick because
you're hit.
The emulation speed is really fast, so it actually causes things to move
unlock
faster
the
than
shotgun
they should.
carry.
Get the old shotgun out here and...
You're hit. Lucky it's only a graze.
Yeah, lucky it's only a graze.
You're hit.
There we go.
So what's it gonna be, Carey? You gonna act like a pro or a spoiled brat? Have I made a mistake in assigning you a lead investigator on this case?
No, sir.
I'll have you know I've had dozens of calls this morning on you shoving that reporter yesterday. Everybody in town, from the chief to the mayor to outraged Joe citizen, saw you push her. Damn, you were all over the news.
Lieutenant, it wasn't...
Besides you appearing uncooperative, you were downright politically incorrect. You shove one more reporter, and the department's gonna get slapped with a civil suit. Shoving anybody else, and I'm gonna give you the boot myself.
Lieutenant, I'd like to explain.
Then there's the small issue of last night's events, Carey. Would you mind telling me what you were doing in the middle of a crash sting operation?
Sir, I received a telephone call from a possible informant. I set up a meeting. I walked into an ambush.
So it would seem, Carey, so it would seem. However, your tete-a-tete cost the department thousands of dollars and months of work. Crash has been undercover for months on that operation. They were a fly's hair away from busting a gun-running ring wide open. With your help, the only catch they made was that local punk, Spiff. Luckily for you, your informant, what's his name, Emo? What kind of name is that? Has turned into a little songbird. Emo's sitting pretty in the hospital, singing how Spiff's the one who killed the Washington boy. Emo contends that Spiff wanted the boy to deliver guns to gang members, and he wouldn't do it. The only redeeming aspect of this whole affair is that Hickman's gun was found in Spiff's apartment when they entered under warrant. SID is running ballistics on Spiff's gun to see if they match the slugs taken from the dead boy. And speaking of SID, they've run ballistics on your firearms, and they're ready to be picked up. The police commission's going to want to know where and into whom your bullets went last night. These tests are vital. Check with Chester before you head out.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Sir, it would appear to me that if Spiff is found to be connected to the Washington boy's murder, might not he also be connected to Bob's?
It doesn't work that way, Carey. While you were out being a cowboy, another body showed. The MO is similar, very similar. Again, it's one of our own. His name is Rene Garcia, worked out of Hollenbeck. Garcia's body was found on the front lawn of a singer. What do they call those guys? Rappers? By the name of Yo Money. Must be some big star. I'm getting static from upstairs. Anyways, Garcia was found by this money man's bodyguard. He was walking a lady to her car that had been there for a party about 4 a.m. I want you to get over there and see what's going on. And remember, Carey, no cowboy tricks. Just try and be nice, okay?
All right, let's get back to it here.
Yeah? You can just drop dead. Goddamn broads. Hey, Junior, that was quite a shootout last night. Heard all about it. You're goddamn lucky one of those punks didn't blow your head off. I want you to listen up, Junior. Playing cowboy only takes you so far in this damn job. If you want to make it as long as I have, you're gonna have to curb your appetite for action. You hear me, Junior? You're just goddamn lucky you weren't killed.
It's your very own desk.
Okay.
You complete a 3.14 documenting the gunfight and the players involved in the ambush. A more professional...
Oh, now he's back on the phone. Oh, for God's sake.
You trying to kill me? I got diabetes, Junior.
Hal's busy on the telephone, Carey. Get back to him later.
Mm-hmm. Still on the phone. All right, we'll come back later then.
You call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination.
I gotta go pick up my handgun from Chester.
Hello, Detective. Here to pick up your firearms? They're all ready.
Thanks, Chester. I appreciate it.
You know, Detective, Nobles and I are heading over to the shortstop tonight for a beer. Would you care to join us?
Are you asking me out on a date, Chester?
Not in your wildest dreams, Detective.
Okay, then.
What did you discover about the spent ammo I turned into property yesterday, Chester?
They match the slugs taken out of the Washington youth. They don't match with Hickman's ballistics test on file.
Chester, are you running ballistics on Spiff's gun?
Yes, I am. It looks promising as it's a 9mm and it has a high-capacity magazine.
Were you able to find anything out about the glue you sampled?
Yes, Detective. It is an industrial-strength glue which shares properties with the glue found on Hickman's eyes. The problem with tracing the glue is that it's sold all over the city, not just where you found it. We use the same brand here at Parker Center.
Chester, have you processed Garcia's body fluids?
They're in the process, Detective. We don't have any results back yet.
Okay, no, I've already showed those to her. Okay.
Don't forget the shortstop tonight, Detective.
Okay, we better go check out Yo Money's
Pressing the
place.
button, you call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination.
Way over here. Ooh.
A 1989 Lamborghini Countach, the 25th anniversary model.
Nice car.
Notating the crime scene's relationship to the house could prove important later.
Yo Money. Let's talk to Yo Money here.
Yeah? What do you want?
Hello, I'm Detective Carey, Homicide LAPD. I'm here to speak with Yo Money. Is he available?
Hey, I'm on a strict weight training regime. I don't snack. Wait a second. You implying I got a problem and something might be broke around here? Get that crap out of my face.
Probably wouldn't appreciate the humor of your offer. This man is a tax-paying citizen, not a criminal. Calm down.
Well, criminals are tax-paying citizens too, I thought.
You collecting samples or something, pal? Get that out of my face.
He probably wouldn't appreciate your offer. Don't shine that light in this guy's face if you want to see tomorrow. He's definitely alive and kicking. No chalk required here, Detective. What are you hoping to accomplish, Detective? Holster your weapon, Carey. This guy won't hesitate to fire back.
What? You want to compare to see whose is bigger? You guys are all the same. Y'all got gun envy. Look, pal, I ain't no waiter, okay? I don't take no tips. Got it? So you got a shoe. What about it?
I found it in the flower bed by the crime scene. Have you seen it before?
You implying it's mine or something?
I'm merely asking if you've seen this shoe before.
Well, hey, yo, you put it that way, no. I ain't seen it before. Unless, of course, it was on some babe's foot.
Babe's foot? Could you clarify that for me? What babe?
Shit, man. There's so many coming and going all day and night. I mean, who knows their name?
I mean, who knows their name? I like that.
wait a sec. What are you doing here? You setting up a sting? Trying to sell me some shit? Look, this body's a temple, pal. I don't use. Got it? Hell, your old heap ain't nothing to my ride. Get those keys out of my face. You got some kind of warrant?
What part of this conversation warrants notation? It's doubtful he'd be interested in vacation photos, Detective.
Oh, so you work out of Parker Center. That's the creme de la creme for you cops, ain't it? That's your pansy paperwork. I ain't no office boy.
Trying to scare the guy?
What? You think you're cute or something? Make the big boy bigger? I'll show you how big I am, chump.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You'll be needing that, Carrie. Hold on to it.
Well, you got a vest. You need a vest out there. The streets keep getting meaner, my man.
Okay.
Is Yo Money available? I need to speak with him.
Come on in. Yo Money's been wanting to talk to you, Pops.
Well, look who's here, our representative from the police department. It's about time you got here. Have you seen the mess out in our lawn? Do you have any idea what kind of field day the press is having with this? Do you have any idea what this is doing to record sales? A dead cop on our lawn. What the hell are you doing about it? I think you people planted that dead cop on our lawn. Probably knew something he shouldn't. And what better way to diffuse attention than to dump him on the lawn of a controversial rapper? This is such bullshit. I want that yellow tape off our lawn immediately. I want the persons responsible to own up. If this screw fails on Money's record, I swear I'll make sure some butt is kicked.
This woman is very pretty. Too bad she smokes.
Please calm down, miss. I'm here to discuss the situation.
Oh, yeah? Well then, let's hear it.
I'd like to start by asking a few questions.
I have nothing to say to you other than this is our home and we've been victimized. We didn't ask for a dead cop on our lawn.
I'd like to ask...
I have nothing to say to you.
People are watching. People are watching. People are...
Oh.
I'm Detective John Carey, LAPD Homicide.
Yo, what's up?
Money, that phone call.
It's under control. Just some unfinished business, that's all, man.
Money, who discovered Officer Garcia?
Yo, my man, he was just there. Who knows? We all found it. Danny D saw him. I saw him. He was just there, man.
Money, the body was found around 4 or 5 a.m. Had you been out the evening before, or were you home?
Had a house party. Some girls in, you know, a little party.
Were you familiar with all the guests, or were there people here you didn't know?
Yo, I don't take the strangers, man. We had some girls in, for my bros. A little entertainment. Me and Nicolette, we was mostly upstairs. The party, one of those perks of working for me.
Yeah? I told you to quit calling us. Listen to me. You quit calling here. Do you understand? Do you understand harassment, arrest, jail? You quit calling us, you foul-mouthed piece of crap. Oh, yeah? Well, go to hell. Go to hell.
Money, that phone call.
It's under control. Just an unfinished business, that's all, man.
Money, your music is controversial. Do you know of anyone who would want to harm your reputation further?
Shit, man. Everybody's got enemies. Ain't no different with me.
Well, have you recently experienced any problems through the mail, telephone calls?
There's this Nazi dude. Doesn't like to see a brother doing well. Sends me shit in the mail, a real asshole. His name is Walker. Dennis Walker.
What can you tell me about this Dennis Walker?
He's a racist asshole. For a while, he was driving by, hollering shit at my house. I got a restraining order. I still get shit in the mail. Ends up in the trash. Yo, man, he was arrested for trespassing on my property a while ago. Shit, he's a boil on a pig's butt. Oh, sorry, man. No insult intended.
None taken.
None taken.
If you were
10450.
Major expensive couch. It's ultra swing. The front doors to money.
Oh, almost forgot to show him the high heel shoes.
Money, this shoe was found in your front flower bed.
Later, man. I got business to tend to.
Do you recognize this shoe? I found it in the flower bed out front.
What are you saying? I'm some kind of cheap cow? Where do you get off?
No, I didn't mean to insult you. I found this in close proximity to where the body was found.
Well, it's not mine. I wouldn't wear such a cheap piece of trash. If you're gonna insult me, you better leave now.
Okay.
Hey, you heard the man. It's time to leave. Let's go.
Think I've had enough of their hospitality? Oh, look at that. I got tossed out. Let's go have a look at this Lamborghini over here. Oh, great. Oh, well. All right, now let's go check out the morgue here.
Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Carey.
Hi, Detective Carey.
No time to say hello, Detective Carey? Wow, you must be real busy. You can go on in, Detective Carey.
Hello, Detective Carey. Did you know Sam's a sailor? If he could, do you know where he'd go sailing?
I don't know.
The Dead Sea.
Huh.
Go right in, Detective.
Very funny.
Hello, John. John, why don't you join Chester and me at the shortstop tonight? I'll buy you a cold one. You look like you could use it.
Thanks, Sam. It sounds good. I'll try and make it. Sam, what can you tell me about Garcia?
Just about anything you want to know pertaining to how he was killed. The who and the why are up to you.
Has the autopsy been performed?
Yes, it has, John. Garcia was tortured the same as Hickman. Injection marks in the upper left arm, irregular cigarette burns to the face and upper torso, missing extremities, this time toes, glued orifice, this time the mouth, and a ruptured gastrointestinal lining. Your killer is getting more brazen, John. Garcia was able to watch as he was tortured. He could not utter a sound, but he could witness his slow death.
In your opinion, Sam, what's the cause of death?
I have to believe it's poison, although there are none of the telltale signs one expects to find, such as colored sputum, vomit, or odor. We might be dealing with something we do not yet have a test for.
I see.
Was there lividity on Garcia?
Yes. Once again, there was primary and secondary lividity. Primary was located on the buttocks, secondary on the upper back and shoulders. I would venture to say that Garcia was tortured and killed while sitting up, left for a while, and then moved. Your killer has transportation, John. He could strike anywhere.
Sam, what are the distinguishing physical marks?
The body had restraint marks on the wrists and ankles. I was able to lift fibers from these areas. I sent them over to SID for analysis. There were bruises behind the shoulder blades that lead me to believe Garcia's arms were tied over his head.
Okay.
How about a toxicology report, Sam?
Body fluids were taken and sent to SID. They're running every poison test known to the scientific community.
The burn marks, they're consistent with a cigarette burn?
Yes. I was able to lift ash samples out of the burned skin. I sent them to SID for analysis. John, cigarettes are known health hazards. I hate to think that you have taken up this most destructive habit.
Sam, I picked it up from the ashtray of a possible suspect. I want a DNA test run to see if it matches the cigarette from the alley.
Well, good show. Get it processed immediately.
This is not an ashtray, it's a scale. Detective, people don't wash cigarettes.
That's funny.
The endorsement of smoking is not part of a police officer's duty, Carrie. The endorsement of smoking is not part of a police officer's duty, Carrie.
This narrator's pretty cheeky. Okay.
What about fibers or hairs, Sam?
As with Hickman, there were fibers at restraint points. However, I found additional fibers and ash in the hair. The fibers were red, and I would venture to say the ash came from cigarettes. Both samples have been sent to SID for analysis.
Is there anything else, Sam?
Well, yes. Neither Hickman nor Garcia had food residue left in what once was their stomachs. That's rare, there's almost always residue. I might mention to you that Garcia's mother came down to claim the body and pick up any personal effects. Apparently no one had mentioned that her son was found naked. When I told her, and that consequently there were no personal effects to speak of, she went ballistic. A word of warning, John, I think she's gunning for you next.
Okay, well that's about it.
Don't throw that away here. I hate the smell of smoke.
The endorsement of smoking is... The endorsement of... You're heading for a wall, Carrie. Get back on track. The cold box is off limits to non-morgue personnel. The ultimate cold storage.
The ultimate cold storage.
It isn't your job to rearrange the furniture. It isn't your job. You open the door and head to the lobby. There are probably a lot more productive things you could be doing right now, like working. There are probably a lot more
Yeah. If I smoked, and I was on a date, and I kissed my date, he would think I was an ashtray.
Huh. Alright, well, time to go get some target practice in.
You turn the knob and open the door, Detective.
Yeah.
You fill...
Filled out and...
Thank you.
Thank you, partner.
Thank you, partner.
You pick up... It's your Beretta 92F. The grip on the Beretta is a fine fit for your hand. You load your Beretta.
Officers, take...
Okay, let's see what kind of a score we can get
Detective,
this
these are department...
Officers, headgear on. All firearms. Phase 1. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Phase 2. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 3. Officers, reload.
Okay.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 3. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 4. Phase 4. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 5.
Okay, phase 5.
Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 5. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 6.
Okay, phase 6.
Phase 6. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Holster all firearms.
Got another perfect score. Let's see what Teddy has to say about that.
That there was some shooting, cowboy. Thank you.
You exchange a full clip for the empty clip.
Would you and your doll like an apple?
Thank you.
Hello, Lysandra.
Hi. I'm pretending I'm a mommy.
Okay, let's go back to Parker Center here.
You attach your Parker... A disgusting mess today. Sick. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the 3rd floor as your destination. Give the...
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You take it. You complete a 3.14 documenting your interview of Yo Money.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
Okay, Seattle, Washington, confirmed member of Aryans for Justice, known to be the assistant to Eric Strauss, leader of Aryans for Justice. Okay. 22 years old, roughly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he definitely has some history with Yo Money. Okay, I think it's time to go pay Mr. Walker a visit.
You adjust your tie and smooth the wrinkles from your suit. You call the elevator.
You adjust your tie and smooth the wrinkles from your suit.
You select the lobby as your destination.
Okay. Better save.
Yeah?
Your gesture is unprofessional, Detective, and could end up causing you much pain.
Bullshit, man.
Oh, get back here.
Yeah? Some mother-loving faggot. Yeah?
Well, he keeps answering the door.
What the fuck is this, some faggot's footwear? Get it the fuck out of my face.
Oh, okay.
You got something about making friends with me or something? Yeah? What the fuck do I care about your pretty picture? What is this, trick or treat? Up yours, man. Yeah?
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. Are you Dennis Walker?
Yeah?
Yeah. All right, then.
This guy probably has his own vest hanging right next to his fatigues. Are you crazy and help fund the cause? Put your wallet away. What exactly is your intention? Holster your weapon, Detective. There is no tactical rationale for this action.
Okay.
Detective, this is not your prescription.
Well, he's got nothing to say about it.
This is not the type of person to whom you want to give drugs.
All right, let's see.
Reconsider your offer, Carey. This is a department car we're talking about. This would not be the right person to share your memories with. Hold off on jotting down your impression of Walker. He doesn't look like he'd take kindly to you taking notes. Do you think this will impress the young man? Well, it won't.
Well, it won't.
You got something about making friends with me or something?
This man has done nothing to warrant arrest. Put the cuffs away.
You got a problem, suit?
You got a problem, suit?
Hold it, detective. This guy could pummel you with one hand tied behind his back.
I'm not on no drug testing probation. I don't have to fill no jar. What the fuck? I ain't good enough for you? What the fuck? Get that light out of my eyes. Hey, the jacket. Watch the fucking jacket.
Back off, Carrie. Just stick to detective work.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, come on in. What? You think I'm gonna piss in that jar? No fucking way, man.
No, detective. You can't have one of Walker's fish. There is no evidence here to collect. The flag would never fit in this jar. There is no evidence here to collect. There is no evidence here to collect. There is no evidence. It looks like there's just food crumbs and bottle tops to collect. There is no evidence.
Get your own fucking speakers. Get your own goddamn TV. Leave my fucking fish alone. Leave it alone, it's my fucking plant. Leave my fucking flag alone, it ain't illegal. I ain't asked you to sit down and I ain't planning on it.
Looking to catch bugs off this plant? Get to work, detective. You're here to interview Walker, not examine him. You're being overcautious, Carrie. You're being overcautious, Carrie. You're being Putting those on would really piss Walker off. Better not, Carrie. Putting those on would really piss Walker off. Better not, Carrie. No need to put those on at this time, detective. You're not here to confiscate anything, detective. This isn't a county fair. You can't take a fish home. There's nothing about this plant worth collecting, detective. What? Collect dirt? Forget it. There is nothing of value to your case to collect. There is nothing of...
Alright, what else we got here?
Hey, leave that alone. Respect this man's First Amendment rights. Stop. Destroying private property is unbecoming detective behavior. Stop. You'll smash the aquarium, detective. You'll flood the place. Breaking and entering is a criminal offense, detective. Breaking and entering is a criminal offense. Stop. You're here to interview Walker, not assault him. Walker probably wouldn't appreciate having a light shone in his eyes, detective. Save your batteries. You never know. You don't want to see too well in here. You'd be grossed out, Gary. Save. Wasting departmental... Wasting... No need to chalk the chair, Detective. Stop. Do not deface private property.
Watch the jacket, asshole.
Careful, Detective. You could rip the flag. Gary, you're not here to fix the place up.
Watch the fucking jacket.
Feeling handy, like Mr. Fix-It? Feeling handy? Feeling handy? Feeling handy? Feeling handy? This does not appear to be in need of repair. Stop. Destruction of private property is not the LAPD way. It's not your job to repair all this junky furniture, Detective. This young man is twisted, but he's not broken. Keep the glue, Detective. This does not appear to be in need of repair. Stop. Your action would result in a major flood. Not to mention it would be illegal. That plant is not a target. Holster your weapon. Don't even waste the ammo.
Don't even waste the ammo.
Though it might provide you with great satisfaction to blow that flag apart, it's protected under the First Amendment. Stop. The ricochet from the fireplace could easily kill someone.
Bugger off.
Fish don't smoke. The endorsement of smoke... It does sort of look like an ashtray, but it's not. The endorsement of smoke... This is not an ashtray, Detective. Spare change? Spare change? Walker probably always looks for coins in the chair's cushions, Detective.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
No identification is required, Carrie. Keep your badge to yourself. No identification is... No identification...
I'm just messing around to see what could happen here.
Display the shoe on this wall? Odd idea. This ain't no closet. This ain't no fooling around. This ain't no closet. This ain't no fooling around.
Some kind of faggot.
Gary, fish don't wear shoes. Odd idea, Detective. Odd Stop. What are you trying to do? Kill the fish? Detective, prescription medication should be distributed legally and with care. Walker might appreciate you leaving those behind. However, you are not authorized to dispense prescription medicine. Detective, prescription medication should be distributed legally and with care. Detective, prescription medication should be distributed... Careful, Detective. Your keys could rip the flag. Detective, lose your keys between those cushions? Yuck. Fish don't drive. These are your keys. Why would you want this young man to have your keys, Detective? Barry, you can't arrest ideas with dogmas. It is arrestingly ugly, isn't it? You might find this arresting, but you might find What could you possibly record about this chair? That it's ugly? Walker's political affiliation is already known. No need to record the symbol, Detective. What's so important, Detective, that a skinhead can maintain an aquarium? What is it you wish to... What is it? Detective, Walker isn't the sentimental type. Fish don't appreciate photography. This is a personal item, Detective. Don't leave it on the chair. Hang your personal photo here? Not a good idea, Carrie. Not everyone. Pride in your work is important, Detective, but no need to show off your ID. Your ID should be kept on your person. Pride in your work is... Pride in... And not everybody or everything has a sweet tooth. Leave that candy on the chair and Walker will sit on it and get a big stain on his big butt.
That's a new one on me. I haven't heard that one before.
Leave that candy on the chair and Walker will sit on it and get a big stain on his big butt. Fish don't eat candy.
What the fuck?
Candy is not plant food. Look, only you have... Look, only you...
Alright, what else can we do?
Save your back. You don't want to see too well in here. You'd be grossed out, Gary.
Dennis, you know a man by the name of Yo Money. He has a restraining order against you. Is that correct?
I can't hear ya!
Alright, I'm going to save here just because usually something happens around this point.
What is this music you're playing?
It's from the fatherland. It's my fucking favorite.
I can barely hear you. Could we turn it down a little?
Go ahead, turn it down.
Freeze! Hands in the air. Keep them where I can see them. Drop the knife. Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Drop to your knees. Now!
This little gal could use some sweetening up.
Okay. That's why we save.
Freeze! Hands in the air. Keep them where I can see them. Drop the knife. Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Drop to your knees. Now!
She looks demented, Carrie, not broken. Guns are not...
Freeze! Hands in the air. Keep them where I can see them. Drop the knife. Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Drop to your knees. Now!
She looks a little preoccupied to accept a cigarette.
Oh boy. You can pretty much only get one action in before she gets back up. No, can't shoot her.
Freeze! Hands in the air. Keep them where I can see them. Drop the knife. Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Drop to your knees. Now!
She's definitely not the sentimental type detective. If the truth be told, that shoe would be way too big for her. You adjust it? Hold on, your training did not teach you that. Hold on, your... Suffocator?
Suffocator?
There is no evidence here to collect. No time for that. No time for that. There's plenty of light to see that this girl has a knife, Carrie. Detective, she's too old to play hopscotch. Distribution of prescription medication. Distribution. What are you gonna do? Poke her with your keys? No time for that.
Freeze! Hands in the air. Keep them where I can see them.
Suffocator?
Drop the knife. Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Drop to your knees. Now! You have the right to remain silent. Whew, that girlfriend of Walker's is something else. Tough for being so petite.
Hell, Junior, all women are bears, goddamn grizzlies. What if you thought that little tomato was tough? Wait till you meet Garcia's mamacita. Now that's one tough bitch. She's in giving the lieutenant an earful right now, poor son of a bitch.
I am Rosa Garcia. Are you the detective investigating the death of my son?
Are you being insensitive to Mrs. Garcia?
I am talking to you. Have you no respect for a grieving mother?
Detective, odds are she doesn't want a cigarette right now. Carrie, she knows you're a detective. There's no reason to show her your badge.
I am talking to you. Have you no respect for a grieving mother?
She might be bent out of shape, but she's not broken.
I am talking to you.
She might need to calm down, but how she does it is up to her physician. Have a little respect. She just lost her son.
I am...
Mrs. Garcia, this shoe was found near where your son was discovered. Do you recognize...
I am talking to you.
Mrs. Garcia, this shoe was found near where your son was discovered. Do you recognize...
I am talking to you.
Yes, I'm...
Well, I knew my son, detective. I have...
Yes, Mrs...
Do you and...
Well...
Well, he was fine.
Oh, boy.
I see what you mean, Hal.
Yeah, she's got one hell of a personality, huh, Junior?
Al appears immersed in his work. Better leave him be. It's your very own desk.
Well, sorry I cut that short, but basically she was just talking about how she wants the department to speed up finding out what happened to her son. Oh, I missed his funeral, unfortunately.
You take a 3...
Alright, gotta do another follow-up report here.
You complete a report on Wendy James' arrest and attempted assault on an officer.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. A disgusting mess. Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell. It appears no one is home at this time.
Okay.
Hello, Mrs. Washington.
Detective Carey, hello.
How are you today, Mrs. Washington?
A little down, Detective.
Hello, Lysandra.
Do you want to know a secret? I see a real pretty lady in the alley. I seen her when my brother was dead.
What was this lady doing, Lysandra?
She was smoking.
Lysandra, what did this lady look like?
She was pretty, and she had pretty clothes.
What was she wearing, Lysandra?
A pretty red dress.
The information about the woman in red might be important if it's true.
Well, I don't see why she would lie about it. I mean, for God's sake.
Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell.
Hello, John. Won't you come in? It's nice of you to stop by, John. I'm sorry you missed the funeral.
Catherine, I wasn't informed about the time. I wanted to be there.
I understand, John. I know how busy you are. I heard about the shooting you were involved in. When I realized you weren't there today, at first maybe you'd been hurt. Then the chief told me you were fine. I was worried.
Thanks for your concern, Catherine, but you don't need to worry about me. I should have called or...
Oh no. I know how you guys work. It's your life. I understand. I was wondering how the investigation was going. Nobody would really tell me very much today. I guess they didn't want to upset me.
Well, there's good news. Bob's name has been cleared of any wrongdoing or involvement with the Washington boy's death. Bob's gun was retrieved and ballistics testing cleared it as the murder weapon. However, new evidence suggests that Bob's death is unrelated to the alley incident. It appears we might have a cop killer on our hands.
Oh, John, that's horrible. Really horrible.
Catherine, I know this is a rough time for you, but I need to ask you to think back to the night of the murder. Can you think of anything out of the ordinary happening that night? Any phone calls? Anything Bob might have said? Did he mention anyone, maybe a name you're unfamiliar with?
Bob and I had an argument. He went out, John. I don't know where he went or if he saw anyone. Thing is, he didn't take our car. I don't think anyone picked him up. I mean, we started arguing and the whole thing just blew up. He was gone before I really had a chance to understand what happened.
Can you tell me what you argued about?
We fought over his drinking. Everything was manageable until he started taking sedatives to calm down from work. The combination made him mean. He'd yell at Valerie and me for no reason. That's how he left when he went out that night. He'd been drinking and taking pills. John, I sent Bob out there to be killed. It's all my fault.
You're wrong, Catherine. It's not your fault. Someone took Bob's life, and I'm going to find that person.
Actually, a cigarette sounds pretty good, John, but I quit. I promised Bob I wouldn't smoke, and, well, now I feel I need to honor that promise.
The endorsement of smoke... This flag belongs to Catherine and Valerie. Leave it be, Carrie.
Okay. All right. It's time to take off.
John, I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. I'm taking Valerie to my mother's. I think she and I could both use some rest. I'll call you when we get back.
Have a safe trip, Catherine.
Thank you, John. Thank you for coming by.
I'm here to tell you, the cops are dogging this investigation.
Believing that the discovery of murdered police officer Rene Garcia earlier this week is a vicious plot manufactured to discredit him and his music, rapper Yo Money denies any relationship between the lyrics in his music and the increasing violence against the police. Officer Garcia's murder brings the toll to 2 Los Angeles police officers slain this week. Whether the LAPD is being targeted, or as Yo Money believes, a group is out to discredit his music, one thing is clear. The Los Angeles police are not able to protect themselves from this rash of violence. My question is, if the LAPD can't protect themselves, how can they protect us? I'm Christy Bilden, reporting for KKAT.
Ah, you bitch! What does she know? Yeah, I got a safety right here.
Here's the cold one I promised you, John. Enjoy.
So the stories are true. You are a ladies' man.
You look really nice tonight, Chester.
Are you saying that because I usually don't look nice, Carrie?
Chester. What kind of name is that?
A last name, Carrie.
Do either of you realize that you both have gender-based last names, and that they're cross-gendered to your own sex? It's a rather pedestrian observation, I realize, but true.
Sam, sometimes it's so obvious you're Mensa.
Oh, yeah.
You take a few pretzels.
Yep, he's Mensa.
Sam, how many autopsies do you think you've performed?
John, I have been in the autopsy business for over 13 years. There is no honest way I could tell you off the top of my head. Let's just say better than 5,000.
The endorsement of smoking is not part of...
John, I don't smoke. Don't care to. I have seen one too many black lungs in my time.
Huh.
Carrie, I wouldn't eat those if they were the last thing on the planet. Have you seen the storeroom those come out of? Ugh.
Though those are low in fat content, John, they are also low in nutritional value. I prefer to ingest my empty calories this evening by drinking a beer or two.
Drugs and alcohol do not mix, Detective. Drugs and alcohol. Draft beer. The beer mug is frosty cold.
I beg your pardon, Carrie. I'm perfectly capable of drinking from a glass. I don't need your help.
John, I prefer to pace my consumption. I've never been much of a drinking game man.
Carrie, the mayor has requested your presence at a city council meeting first thing tomorrow. I want you out of here tonight before you have too much to drink. I need you alert and articulate tomorrow. And you, Chester, what are you doing here consuming alcoholic beverages in your uniform? I should slap you with a 181 personnel infraction. I want both you and Carrie to pick yourselves up and go home. And remember, Carrie, tomorrow, City Hall, 9 a.m.
I guess it's time to pack it in, guys. See you later.
Gary, another body was brought in this morning. Same M.O. This time it isn't an officer. It's a female. Current status, Jane Doe. She was found in Griffith Park. The mayor and the city council want to ask you a few questions. Get up there, and remember, do not divulge anything that could harm this case. I've had breakfast. Now get up there. I had my breakfast. It came out of a cereal box, not some bar. Now you quit wasting time and get up there. They're waiting on you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see Detective Carey has been kind enough to attend this session. Detective Carey, please step up to the podium.
I had my breakfast. It came out of a cereal box, not some bar. Now you quit wasting time. Get up there. They're waiting on you.
That's funny.
You don't need that up there. They're not going to take any shots at you. They just want some answers. Please get up there and represent the department with some dignity.
Detective Carey, please step forward.
Gary, I'm going to count to 3. I want you up there by the time I finish. 1, 2, 3, go! Gary, I'm going to count to 3.
Detective Carey.
Those are so stale, they're not fit for a beast.
Detective Carey, my constituents are frightened and want answers. What is the status of your investigation?
Councilman De La Cruz, certain aspects of the investigation cannot be discussed publicly without jeopardizing the case. However, I can assure you that the investigation is making progress and that the department is providing 100% backup and support.
Hey, Carey, if the cops can't protect themselves, how are they going to protect me and my family?
Detective, we need protection. What are the police doing about that?
Detective Carey, I own a business and I'm afraid to stay open at night now. Is the police department stepping up patrols?
Carey, are my children safe? How do I know this murdering wacko isn't a cop?
Detective Carey, Christy Bilden with KKAT. What can you tell us about the body found in Griffith Park this morning? From what we understand, the victim was not a police officer, which would indicate that this killer is not necessarily targeting one group. Your comments, please.
Miss Bilden, I was briefed about the homicide just this morning as I entered this council meeting. I have not yet been able to confirm or refute its relationship to my current investigation.
Mr. Mayor, I think this city is going to hell. As a business owner, I'm confronted with vandalism and theft every day. Now I have to worry about some crazy cop killer? I mean, what's this city coming to?
Detective Carey, 2 Los Angeles police officers have been killed in as many days. The citizens of this city are in fear over the threat to the police and how this is affecting their safety. Detective Carey, what are you doing to find this murderer? And are our citizens' fears justified?
Mr. Mayor, the police department has always had to deal with the threat of violence. Tragically, someone has now moved from thought to deed. However, I do not believe that there is a threat against the city as a whole, or that a random selection process is occurring. It is my belief that the Los Angeles Police Department is living up to the oath to protect and to serve.
I gotta get ready.
Drop the stick. Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Get down on your knees. Keep your hands where I can see them. What a morning I've had. First the mayor and the city council, and then Walker. Geez, the feds are talking to Walker right now. Apparently, he's a real special case.
It's your very own desk. You take it. You complete report 3.14, documenting assault by Walker.
Okay.
What is it you...
Oops.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
Try...
Yes, come in. Gary, this is an inconvenient time for a chat. Stop by later.
How about some pretzels?
Lieutenant Block's blood pressure is high enough without adding more sodium. Those...
You need a beer to choke those things down, Junior. They're so stale I wouldn't even feed them to my ex-wives.
Hal, what have you heard about a body with a similar M.O. showing up at Griffith Park?
Hell, Junior, it looks like it belongs to us. I wasn't there, but that Nobles was. He knows all about it.
What have you got in the way of updates, Hal?
You're damn lucky you got me as a partner, Junior. I got friends everywhere. I was the first one my buddies over at Hollenbeck called. Seems they got the patrol car, Garcia's patrol car. Seems the damn thing was found abandoned at Hollywood and Vine.
Hollywood and Vine? That wasn't Garcia's patrol area, was it?
Hell no it ain't, Junior. Seems our good son ain't so good. Either that or hell, Junior, he was good at something damn good.
You call the elevator. You select the basement as your...
Hello, Carrie. That was some encounter with your lieutenant last night. I almost received a 181. I'll never do that again.
Lieutenant Block is a by-the-book man, Chester. I respect him for it.
Holy, a bit of a dick thing to say.
Were you able to find anything out about the glue you sampled?
Yes, Detective. It is an industrial-strength glue which shares properties with the glue found on Hickman's eyes. The problem with tracing the glue is that it's sold all over the city, not just where you found it. We use the same brand here at Parker Center.
Chester, what do you know about the body picked up at Griffith Park?
I haven't seen anything yet, Carrie. I wasn't called on the scene. Apparently the park police didn't know what they had until they reached the morgue. Sam knew right away.
What do you have on Garcia, Chester? Anything new?
The ash compound is the same found on Hickman, and the ash matches the tobacco found on Garcia and the cigarette picked up in the alley. As for fibers found on Garcia's restraint points, they're nylon-based. The red fibers, consistent with the red fibers found on the other victims, and confirmed upholstery fibers. They're made in a certain configuration to withstand wear.
Chester, what's come back on the body fluids for both Hickman and Garcia? Do we know what we're dealing with?
Unfortunately not, Carrie. There are only so many tests for known poisons. Whatever substance is ripping their guts open, we don't have a test for.
Garcia's patrol car, what was found? Anything conclusive?
The only prints that were found belonged to Garcia. There was, however, a smudge on the steering wheel. We're running tests.
What's this smudge, Chester?
It's grease. From my personal experience, the texture, the color, and the smell indicates it's lipstick.
What do you know about lipstick, Chester?
In case you haven't noticed, Carrie, I'm a woman. I know about all sorts of things. Keep those away from me. You got those from the shortstop. Ugh!
You got those from the shortstop. Ooh.
See you later, Detective Carey.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. Someone has left a pack of matches. Never knowing when you'll need a light, you pocket them.
Okay, I've got a pack of matches now. Guess we'll go to the morgue first.
Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Carey. Those would ruin my figure, Detective Carey. No time to say hello, Detective Carey? Wow, you must be real busy. Deputy Nobles is up to his elbows in an autopsy. He can't be interrupted right now, really.
Up to his elbows. Time to go qualify.
You turn the knob and open the door, Detective.
Hello, partner. Today's the day. You ready to qualify?
Fill the form out according to department specifications.
Here you go, Bert.
Thank you, partner.
You pick up the headgear.
Officers, headgear on. All firearms to load.
Okay, we're gonna save here.
All firearms to low ready.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 1. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 2. Phase 2. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 3. Officers, reload.
Reload. You load your Beretta.
Phase 3. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 4. Phase 4. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 5. Officers, reload.
You load your...
Phase 5. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 6.
Looks like I ran out of time for a second shot on phase 2.
Phase 6.
I won't get a perfect score.
Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Holster all firearms.
Oh, 10 points off. That's not terrible.
Hey there, partner. Out there was some pretty fancy firing. Your score's going to impress the brass. I'll be sending your results over to your lieutenant. You're making him proud at Parker Center there, cowboy.
Oh, I'm glad you approve.
Thank you, partner.
Those two...
Well, tell Beavis that Butthead sent you. He'll know what it means.
Hey, you whippersnapper. Can I help you? Ah, buddy, that's not my job. I don't care where you're from. Just as long as the front office says you're okie dokie, well, you're okie dokie by me. Okie dokie? Good.
Beavis, I was told to tell you that Butthead sent me.
Huh? Say, buddy, what do you want?
I'm looking for a patrol car that was brought in from the Hollywood and Vine area. It had been abandoned.
Well, come right in there.
Who has been out to see the patrol car?
Well, of course there was SID. Then there was this lady. Big gal. She was yelling and screaming that she was the mother of the downed cop. Well, she looked too dad-burn young to be anybody's mother to me. Well, I just told her to keep on a-moving, that nobody was touching that car. Well, she just upped and huffed off, she did. Yep.
SID has swept the car for prints?
They sure have, mister. You know them. Fast, efficient, and quick. Muy rapido. Too bad, though. Overheard them talking. Yep, they said nada. Nothing. Zipperoonie. No prints, no way, no how. That's what they said. Mm-hmm.
Your name isn't really Beavis, is it?
Beavis? What are you, plumb loco? It's Billy Bob. But you know something? Sometimes I like to change my identity and get into mischief. Sometimes I slip into a black turtleneck and then run around and pull pranks on all my relatives. One time, I pantsed my Uncle Joe. Yes, I did.
Jeez. Oh, this guy's a hoot.
You pick up the small piece of torn newspaper.
Girls, 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 totally live nude on stage. The Bitty Kitty for all your savage needs. Third Eye Theater now showing Dirty Harry. Make your day and come to the movie. Showtime's 2, 6, 10. Close Wednesdays. Okay.
Well, thank you for the information and your time, Billy Bob.
Hey, no problemo, old buddy. That's what we're here for, helping our friends.
Okay.
Hey, handsome. Looking for a girl or a boy?
Oh,
Woo! Am I being arrested? Gonna throw me in a cell with a big old burly guy, huh? Ooh, darling, start the party.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. I'm looking to ask some questions about what's been going on in this neighborhood.
Oh, darling, ask away. I just love to gossip.
Did you know Officer Garcia? Was he a frequent visitor to this neighborhood?
Never heard of him, darling, till he showed up dead. Now the whole place is crawling with all sorts of people talking about him. Ew. Well, if you ask me, I would ask the girls at the Kitty. I mean, they know everybody who's anybody.
Did you see an abandoned patrol car in the neighborhood? Do you know anything about it?
Well, darling, I missed it, but it was all the talk. People were saying that the cop who the car belonged to went for a dip at the Kitty and fell right in, if you know what I mean. Then there was all this talk about this cop, that he had some steady girl. I don't know about that, darling. I mean, lots of the girls at the Kitty have boyfriends. But people said they saw this fabulous woman driving the patrol car. Oh, can you believe it? I mean, all made up. Can you stand it? Hair all stacked up, dressed to the teeth. You know, a real glamour queen, if you know what I mean. Well, all this was supposed to have happened after the cop's poor little bare ass showed up dead on Yo Money's lawn. Well, that's the talk, darling. You got it. Straight from the horse's mouth.
What can you tell me about this supposed girlfriend seen driving Garcia's patrol car?
Well, just that she was supposed to be absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I didn't see her, but I heard she was one big, beautiful, honkin' woman. I mean, it's not really my thing, but by now, the size of her breasts have probably become legendary.
You've referred to having heard this information, that you didn't actually see any of this. Whom have you heard this from? Can you give me a name or two?
Oh, honey, it's all over the streets, that's all. I mean, talk to anybody you see. They'll all tell you they heard it too. I mean, darling, I don't know any names, just people. You know, people don't tell you their names. They like confidentiality. Wouldn't you?
Have you seen any unusual activity?
Oh, darling, come on. This is Hollywood and Vine. Get a life. There's always something strange going on down here. Oh, darling, I just love it. Is it yours? Oh, I just love to see what you have to go with it. Maybe, you know, something with a few sequins, a few feathers for those happy moments, hmm?
Huh.
Oh, honey, I just gotta watch everything I put in my mouth. I just couldn't. Or maybe I could. No, I couldn't. Oh, darling, I gave those up long ago. My clients don't like it if I smell like smoke. Unless, of course, it's me, ablaze. If you know what I mean. Sugar.
Okay.
Detective, this man has not provided you with any... You pushed the door open.
Hello there, handsome.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey, LAPD Homicide. I'm investigating a series of murders. I was wondering if you'd talk to me.
So you're a real cop. Tell me, handsome, is everything you're packing real?
You're in a strip club. Don't be so grabby, Detective. This lighter belongs to the lady, not you. This lighter belongs...
Do you know a police officer by the name of Rene Garcia? About 190 pounds, 6 feet tall, late 20s, full mustache. He might have come in during the day, possibly in uniform.
Maybe. Lots of cops come in here. This Garcia sounds like he could be any number of fellas that pass through here each day.
Garcia's patrol car was abandoned on this block. Did you happen to see it or hear anything about it?
I didn't see it, but then I sleep in pretty late. Hey, are we talking about the cop who showed up dead at Yo Money's?
Yes, his name was Garcia. Do you know something specific?
Well, if it's the fella I'm thinking of, I heard people saying he used to give rides to girlfriends. You know, show off the siren and the handcuffs.
The Bitty Kitty has quite a reputation.
The way I see it, we're doing social work here. Lots of lonely men in the world. You ever get lonely, handsome? Besides, I'm just doing this until I get a break. I'm really an actress. I've already been in one picture. It was called Foaming Fun. I was the girl the worm monster ate. I was in a jacuzzi and a big worm came up out of the water. I screamed and then the water got all bubbly. I guess it ate me.
Do you or any of the other girls here date cops? Could Officer Garcia have had a girlfriend who worked here?
It's club policy that we don't date the customers, but everybody does it. I don't know if this Garcia dated anyone here. All the girls are, well, pretty quiet about their private life. Nobody wants to get fired.
I found this shoe in Yo Money's garden. Money told me he had strippers in his house the morning Officer Garcia's body was found. Do you know if any of the girls from the Kitty know Money or were at a party at his house this week? Does this shoe look familiar?
Well, it's true all us girls know celebrities, and Money does come here. We've all been invited to parties one time or another out at his place. As far as this week, I don't know. I do know it's not mine. I'm very petite, and that would never fit me. Barbie might know, though.
Who's Barbie, and why might she know?
Barbie runs the place, handsome. Barbie can. Ever heard of her? She is infamous. Well, she'll know if any of the girls are at Money's this week. You can ask her.
Where is Barbie? Can I talk to her?
She's taking a nap right now. She'll be up later. You could come back. Got a light, handsome?
Behaving as a gentleman, you pick up the lighter and give the lady what she asked for.
You're as sweet as you're good-looking.
I appreciate you taking the time to answer my questions, Electra. It's citizens like you who help us cops do our jobs. If you can think of anything else, I can be reached at Parker Center Homicide Robbery. Just ask for Detective Carey.
Handsome, you should relax a little bit. You're awfully tense. Look, handsome, I need to watch my weight, but thanks for the thought. I have my own, handsome.
Your T-bird has been tampered with. You pick up the broken piece of side mirror. It's the broken side mirror from your car.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna save, and this video's run 3 hours long now, so I think I'm just gonna save and take a break here, and I will be back in a little bit with the next video and the final video for this game. And thanks for watching.